It's that time of year again, folks, the time when everyone likes to take a reflective look on the year just past, to review the good, the bad and the ugly of the last 12 months. And I'm planning to do just that over the course of the next few minutes by looking at my adventures around Scotland in 2018. That includes taking a good look at some of the historical attractions that I visited, all the castles, the abbeys, the cathedrals and also the abandoned buildings. I've loved exploring these guys both from the ground and from the air. I'll also look at the outdoors things that I've been up to. Of course, I love my mountains. I also love the coastlines and the beaches. I can talk about them all day. I'll look at some of my highlights as we get on with this video. It's also important to say that this has been an incredibly good year for Scottish tourism, as was the previous year, and like never before, the world's travellers are focused on Scotland. All the top tourism brands around the world are saying Scotland is one of the best places to go, because folk are looking past the fact that the weather isn't always great, and they're looking at some of the great assets that we have to offer, our incredible natural landscapes, our incredible history, and the great warmth that Scots have for people from all over the world. That's great news, and that means great opportunities for people like me who work in tourism. More and more I'm diverting my consultancy resources to working as a travel blogger, which is great, and my worlds are combining as I look at new opportunities. One of those new opportunities in 2018 was very much video, and the Scotlanders YouTube channel launched this year with a view to providing both educational and entertaining content for people with an interest in Scotland. We think it's been a big success. We know that we're always needing to improve, but we've really enjoyed the work that we've done so far. This video will also look at some of the campaigns that I've worked on, both as an individual as Travels with a Kilt, but also as the Scotlanders, and the projects that we've worked on and the collaborations that we have had along the way. Other than that, guys, all there is to say is thanks very much to Horo for providing the music for this video. You'll see that they're one of the best bands in Scotland right now. And apart from that, sit back and enjoy. It's the first major walk of 2018 for me today, and I'm in the Angus Glens doing part of the Caithness trail. I've gone just off the route to take on Mount Blair. Beautiful sunny day, deep snow, gonna be a lot of fun. I'm now very much in the clouds. Visibility is quite low, wind is starting to pick up. But these two hills I'm doing just now, Drayish and Mayor, are two of the more southerly Munros. We are just in no more in the Cairngorms National Park at this point. Beautiful mountains and great for beginners. I have to say, the weather is adding so much to this spectacle. It's incredibly dramatic. It's wide open spaces on this cliff face. The waves are thumping against the coastline. It's absolutely out of this world. And that little bit of fear that you have, it's just making this all the more fun. And of course I have to say a big thank you to all of the organisations, the tourism bodies, the businesses big and small that I've worked with this year. It's been an enormous amount of fun. We've achieved an awful lot together. There's been some big results in the campaigns that we've been a part of. Some of the ones that really stand out for me, the Outlaw King campaign with Visit Scotland on Netflix just a couple of months ago for the new film. They are fantastic fun. What a great campaign to be part of. Also the ongoing work that we've done with the Scotlanders and the Outlander campaign, for example. We've always enjoyed dipping in and out of that TV show. The regional stuff that we've done as well, likes of East Lothian, done some big campaigns with them this year, as well as things like the Open Winter Festival and the work that I've done promoting my home city of Glasgow. They've all been enormously good fun, and I look forward to great collaborations again next year. But in the meantime, here's a look back at some of my campaign highlights from 2018. For our second day charging around East Lothian, my historic focus takes me first of all to Preston Mill, one of the most picturesque places in the region. It also featured in the filming of Outlander, of course, and a particularly memorable scene for certain members of the audience involving Sam Ewan. Big shout out to all fans of Outlaw King. I'm Travels with a Kilt, Scotland travel blogger, and I've spent the last couple of days charging around Scotland, seeing some of the great filming locations that were featured in the new Netflix film. Stay tuned for some of my highlights. You know we've not done that well.
What's that?
Am I everything you need?
You gotta rock your body now, everybody.
Yeah.
Rock your... I'm going to be spending the next couple of days at one of my favourite towns in Scotland. Oban on the west coast is the gateway to the Isles. It's where you tend to go if you're about to head off on your holidays. And this weekend is the Oban Winter Festival, so I'm expecting lots of good food and lots of whiskey. So this afternoon I'm going to do something that I never thought I would do with my career. I'm going to be a judge at a haggis and a whisky competition. Pretty much the most Scottish thing you could do. And the bagpipes have kicked off. Of course they have. Just to complete this set. I'm a walking saltire today, folks. And that was alright, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed it, guys, I really do, and thank you once again for following along in 2018 with all of my adventures. It's been great fun, it's been a great privilege to share it all with you, and I look forward to doing pretty much exactly the same with a few extra additions next year as well. In the meantime, all I can say is have a great time over the New Year celebrations. If you're in Scotland, happy Hogmanay. If not, enjoy it any way you can, and I look forward to seeing you all in Scotland with bells on in 2019. Happy New Year, guys. Cheers.